during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity, with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Ralph, did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill payment.
You know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know, and it's really easy.
It's really easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill payment.
And sign up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our bills.
And you can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street, with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville and Southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
National Anthem just finishing up here at Nellis Hall in Coffeyville, Kansas. We are just 3 minutes away from getting started back in the new year with some Coffeyville Red Ravens basketball against the Seward County Community College Saints. Connor Harbert with you on the call once again. Of course, Seward, number 15 in the country, so Coffeyville here up against a ranked opponent, despite the fact that Coffeyville more wins, less losses, but Seward has played some very, very tough competition to begin the new year. Of course, undefeated in Jayhawk Conference play. That is something else important to note, but losses to Odessa College and South Plains College as well in recent memory. So that will be an important note to consider as we go through the course of this game. Looking at some of the key players for Seward County here tonight. Of course, you're going to have to forgive me on some of these names here tonight. We were talking with some of the Seward County people before the game, and pretty much there was one thing that every single person I talked to told me. Good luck with some of these names. So we're going to do it the best we can. If I mess them up, I mess them up. We may have to go to first names for some of them. You'll see that especially in the men's game later on here tonight, but we're going to try that the best we can. Of course, leading scorer for Seward County is going to be Carolina Shadwoska. She averages 12.6 points per game, 12.3 in Jayhawk Conference play. Then you have Vanda Kwamba. She averages 12.1 points a game and 10.3 points in the conference. And then one more player in double digits this season. That is Tiana Johnson, averaging 11.3 points per game and then 12.8 points in conference play. Leading scorers for Coffeyville, of course, we talked about her in the first break, but with only 3 games played, Faye Simpson leading the way right now. Of course, she is active on the roster, so we can go ahead and count her, averaging 18.7 points per game, also 18.7 points per game in conference play as well. Then you have actually a bunch of players that are near double digits, but actually not quite there. You have Alana Kramer averaging 9.2 points a game and 10 points in conference play. You have Mackenzie Merle Patton averaging 8.5 points a game and 7.2 points per game in conference. And then also Anya Markowska averaging 8.2 points a game and then 9.3 in the conference. So Coffeyville, not necessarily a high-scoring team, but we've seen they can win games based on their defense, and they'll try to do it again here today. Starting lineup's about to be announced, so we'll go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have those starting lineups for you. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stopping and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Kids don't have time to get sick. Whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
And welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville, home of the Coffeyville Red Ravens. Starting lineups being announced on the floor, so we'll go ahead and do the same as we approach the start of this women's contest. First of all, for the Seward County Saints coming into this game, like I mentioned, ranked 15th in the nation in 9-3 overall. First of all, you have a 6-foot-tall freshman out of Hobbs, New Mexico, Ayanna Smith. Then you have Akila Mukubakiri, a 5'7" sophomore out of Maputo, Mozambique. Then you have a 5'9" freshman out of Peoria, Illinois, Tiana Johnson, a 5'10" freshman out of San Jose, California, Leilani Ogman, and then the leading scorer for the Saints, a 6'0" sophomore out of Poland, Carolina Shudwowska. The Saints are coached by Austin Meffert. He's in his second year. He is assisted by Lizzie Nestling. And now your starting lineup for the Coffeyville Red Ravens, of course, coming into this game at 13-2. Bit of a smaller lineup. KK Lay, she'll be on the floor, 5'4" freshman out of Frisco, Texas. Tynika Gilmore, 5'9" freshman out of Kansas City, Kansas. Alana Kramer, 5'7" sophomore out of Junction City, Kansas. Mackenzie Merle Patton, 5'7" sophomore out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And then Anya Markowska, 5'11", a sophomore out of Poland. Of course, the Red Ravens are coached by Tony Turner. He's in his first year. He's assisted by Sierra Shoulders, Candace Followell, and Sarah Bartels. And something you might have noticed in those starting lineups, Coffeyville very much outsized. This is a very, very tall Seward County lineup. You have one player at 5'3", you have one player at 5'5" and 5'7", and then everybody else either 5'10", 5'11", or 6 foot tall. So Coffeyville, they may be a little bit outsized. Of course, Coffeyville has some taller players in 6'5" Lakeisha Joseph, but overall, it's going to be one of the things to look out for, the height difference between these two teams. Once again, Connor Harbert on the call. Very glad that you're listening in on US 98 for the first game of 2020. Don't forget, men's game to follow immediately after this one as the 10-5 Coffeyville Red Ravens, the men's side, look to take down an 8-5 Seward County squad. This Seward County squad, they're kind of having differing fortunes this season. We'll talk about that a little bit just before we get into the men's game. So, opening tip about to get underway. Coffeyville, not quite sure who's actually going to take the tip. It's actually going to be Tynika Gilmore, 2 jumps. She'll be going up against Akila Mukabakiri. As the referee makes sure everybody's ready to go, walks towards the circle, and we are underway here at Nellis Hall. Jump ball is away. It's going to be won by Seward County. Ball is tipped back to Leilani Ogman, and the ball will be immediately passed over to the right wing. It's going to be Mukabakiri. Now pass it up to the top of the key to Shedlowska. Now into the corner. Couple dribbles to the right. That's going to be Tiana Johnson. Now back up to the top of the key to Shedlowska. Shedlowska for 3. Good. Nothing but net. She'll be the player to watch. She can shoot. 6-foot sophomore, can shoot from outside the arc. Be a very tough matchup here today, and then almost getting a steal as Mackenzie Merle Patton will take it on the right wing. Pass it back up to KK Lay. Lay setting up the offense. Looks like it's going to be a zone defense for Seward. Pass over to the right wing, now to Merle Patton. Couple dribbles over to the left. Now going to kick it off to Kramer. Kramer on the left wing. Pump fakes. Now brings the ball back down. Now going to put the ball on the floor. Drives into the lane. Shot up. Bounce off the back of the rim. No good. Fight for the board. Picked up by Seward. Come back quickly in the other direction. Now 2v3. Coffeyville's got numbers. Now we'll have ourselves a jump ball. KK Lay with the good defense. Coming back the other way. able to get a hand on the shot. Forces Seward to come back down with it, and so Coffeyville will take possession on the possession arrow. 3-0 our score, 1 minute into the first quarter. KK Lay going to have a little pressure put on her. Finds an outlet out to Alana Kramer. Kramer going to drive into the lane, looking to get the ball across the lane. Can't find anything. Now she's going to be left alone, but before she can get a shot off, there's a whistle. 3 seconds in the lane. And that'll be our first turnover here on Coffeyville. Seward left Kramer alone. Unfortunately, she was in the lane a little bit too long before she could notice. And so that'll be a turnover. Seward coming back in the other direction. Johnson passes it over to the left wing. That'll be Leilani Ogman. Gets it right back. Now up to the top of the key to Johnson. Over to the right wing. Now that's Makuba Kiri. She'll take a shot from the baseline off the side of the backboard. Picked up by Markowska. Coffeyville still looking for their first points of the game. Here's an errant pass. Almost goes out of bounds. Roped in by Kramer. Kramer passes back out to Markowska. Quickly rotating the ball now into the left corner. It's Merle Patton. Merle Patton dribbles off to the right. Now off to Kramer. Kramer trying to look inside. Instead pass it up top to Gilmore. Now into the left wing is Lay. Lay passes it inside to Gilmore. Gilmore one dribble back out to Lay. Lay going to drive into the lane. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Lay with the floater. Too short. No good. Nothing but air. Rebounded by Seward. Kubakiri coming across half court. Now up top to Johnson. Johnson setting up the offense. Looks like Coffeyville also going to go with the 2-3 zone. Here's a pass inside the lane to Kubakiri. Now back out to Johnson. Johnson with the 12-footer. Too hard. No good. Rebounded though underneath by Seward. Second shot no good. Now a ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Seward. And so Coffeyville will take possession. As I mentioned, Coffeyville not one of the highest scoring teams you'll ever meet. 68.7 points per game. But oftentimes they can win just by, if I can get a little bit Madden-esque here, forcing your opponents to score less. You don't have to score a lot of points if you can keep your opponents to a lower total. KK Lay driving into the lane, standing on the left elbow, kicks it back out to Kramer. Kramer going to spin around, now pass it back out to the corner to Gilmore. Gilmore up top to Markowska, now going to give it off to Lay. Lay will set up the offense. Pass over to the left wing, it's Merle Patton. Merle Patton looks to Markowska. Markowska left side layup, no good. About as open of a shot as Coffeyville's gotten so far in these first 2.5 minutes, but can't find the mark. Pass over to Makuba Kiri on the right wing. Now up top to Ogman. Ogman now over to Johnson. Johnson taking things slow, now finds player underneath. No good though on the shot. That's Ayanna Smith with her first shot of the game. And Coffeyville once again takes control. Still only down by 3. 3-0 our score. 3 on the other end from Merle Patton's no good. That'll be picked up by Shedwoska. Shedwoska brings the ball up the floor herself. Now going to pass it from wing to wing over to Makuba Kiri. Shot no good. Rebounded by Markowska. Markowska active on the boards here early in this one. She'll kick it off to Merle Patton, and now up top to Lay once again. Merle Patton resting on the left wing. Now going to try to find Gilmore. Pass too far, though. Gilmore trips and falls. Can't find the pass. Ball heads out of bounds. Last touch by Coffeyville, so another turnover. First substitution of the game. Going to be checking in just a moment. Christy Stevens will check in. She'll replace Gilmore on the floor. Stevens, of course, a player who really didn't get a whole lot of playing time early in the season, but had the one big game. Scored about 13, 14 points, if I remember correctly, and then since then has been getting a solid chunk of minutes since. So she'll check in. She'll take out the middle side, or the middle of the 2-3 zone. Pass over to Shedwoska in the left corner. Takes a step back out, takes the 18-footer, no good. Rebounded by Markowska. Pass over to Lay. Lay will bring the ball up the floor. She's guarded by Johnson. Passes up top to Markowska. Now over to the left wing is Merle Patton. Only one bucket here in the first 4 minutes of play. Merle Patton going to get a screen set forward by Stevens. Drives into the lane. Passes out to Markowska. Quick ball movement. Now Lay going to drive over to the right elbow before kicking out to Kramer. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 ball. Markowska nailed it. Took a while, but Coffeyville on the board. Anya Markowska finds her first basket. We're all tied up at 3, but here's a 3 on the other end from Tiana Johnson. Her shot's no good. Fight for the rebound. It looks like we've got a foul on Seward. Our first foul of the game going to go on Seward. That'll be on Ayanna Smith. Her first personal. First team foul, as I mentioned. And so Coffeyville will once again take control. Lay passed the ball up the floor to Merle Patton. He'll be picked up on the other side by Ogman. Merle Patton going to drive into the lane now. Right-hand layup blocked by Smith. Blocked out of bounds. Last touch by Smith. And so Coffeyville will keep possession. But a big block there. And you see there the height difference between some of the players on the floor. Smith, 6 foot tall. Merle Patton, only 5'7". Pass out to Stevens on the top of the elbow. Stevens tries to go up. She's fouled. She'll get to the line for 2. That will go on Ayanna Smith, her second foul, picking up 2 here in quick succession. Second team foul. Looks like we'll see her come out of the game in just a moment. But it will be Christy Stevens at the line as checking in. Looks like that will be Bonda Kwamba. Kwamba from Maputo, Mozambique. As I mentioned in the pregame, one of the leading scorers for Seward. So she'll be looking to add some points off the bench as Stevens misses the first free throw. Still tied up at 3. Stevens from Pompano Beach, Florida. 5'11" sophomore. Second shot is away. That one's good. And Coffeyville takes their first lead of the game here at 4-3. 5.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. As I mentioned, 4-3. As here's a pass over to the right wing. Akubakiri now passes over to the left wing to Augment. Dribbling over to her right, now kicks it off to Johnson. Johnson squares up, drives baseline. Now going to try to find a pass into the corner. Does so. Here's Makubakiri for 3. Shot no good. Fight for the board. Heads out of bounds. Last touch by Seward. Coffeyville takes control. Johnson swearing up and down that it wasn't her who last touched that basketball, but you know, from where I'm sitting, I think I agree with the refs on here on this one. Not being biased, being objective, but Coffeyville should control the basketball, and they do. Checking into the game, by the way, that's Gina Ballesteros from Ulysses, Kansas. She subs in for Seward. Kramer dribbling over to the left, now pass it off to Merle Patton. Bobbled just a little bit, but she'll pick it up. Now pass it over to Lay on the right wing. Now up top to Markowska. Pass can be almost tipped away, but Kramer comes up with it. Picks up her dribble. Now pass it back out to Markowska. Over to Lay. Lay, nice pump fake. Gets somebody to bite. Drives in. Puts up the shot. Good. KK Lay, good for 2. Her first basket of the game. You can see the game for Coffeyville here at 3 at just 6-3. Seward picked up the first points of the game, but it's now been a 6-0 run for Coffeyville. Pass over to the left wing to Ballesteros. She'll dribble over to her right. Now picks up the dribble. She's going to guard it closely by Lay. Tries to find a pass inside, but there's a foul on the floor. Be our first foul on Coffeyville. It'll be on Christy Stevens, her first personal and first team foul. So it'll be Seward inbound the basketball from underneath their own basket on the right side of the basket. Seward going right to left on your radio dial. Coffeyville, obviously the other direction. Gianna Johnson drives into the lane, puts up a shot off the backboard, and good. 10-footer for Johnson is good. Back to a 1-point lead now at 6-5. Lay settling at the top of the key, dribbles over to her left, hands it off to Merle Patton. Now over to Kramer. Kramer going to drive into the lane, kicks it off to Stevens. Nice pass. Stevens with the left-hand layup, good. Stevens for 2. She's got 3 now. 8-5 now our score. Shedwoska shot on the other end, no good. Picked up by Markowska. Shedwoska a little bit cold after making her first basket of the game. 8-5, 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Coffeyville leads by 3. Trying to find a pass inside. There's a kick. So Coffeyville will keep possession. Hannah Murphy checks into the game. She'll replace Mackenzie Merle Patton. Murphy, 5'7" sophomore out of Gallup, New Mexico. One of the first players off the bench most of this year for Coffeyville. Inbounds pass to Stevens. Stevens going to take the shot off the left side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Seward. Seward moving quickly up the floor. Pass to Augment. Augment now up top once again to Ballesteros for 3. Front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Stevens. They'll hand it off to Lay. Lay going to push the ball up the floor. Pass it up to Markowska. Now into the corner is Murphy. Quick rotations. Now going to find Kramer on the right wing. Trying to set up an offense. Now Kramer's going to drive into the lane. Shot off the backboard. No good, but there's a body block. And so she'll head to the line for 2. Head coach Tony Turner not happy maybe with how the offense was running there, but at the end of the day, you still get a couple of free throws. Stomping his foot. Barking out orders. Once again, ultimately ending up at the line. Couple substitutions for Seward here before our first free throw. Checking into the game, Camry Perez also checking in. I believe that was Destiny Alston. As Coffeyville also going to make a change. Raven Willis going to step in. She'll replace KK Lay. So it is Kramer at the line. First shot is away. Left right side of the rim, no good. Kramer, 5'7" sophomore out of Junction City, Kansas. Averaging 9.2 points per game. This is the second free throw, rebounded by Seward. Seward pushed the ball up the floor, finds Perez. Perez inside now. Ball now on the floor. Everybody's going to dive on it. We're going to have ourselves a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Seward. Seward to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Pass into Shadwoska on the right corner. Gonna drive into the lane, put up a shot, front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Stevens. Stevens has to fight for that rebound, but eventually does come up with it. She'll hand it off to Willis. Willis gonna pass the ball up the floor to Markowska. Markowska driving in with the left hand, gonna spin around, put up a layup, no good, but she's fouled. She'll head to the line for two.
That was on number 23, Destiny Alston.
Foul will go on Destiny Alston. Her first personal, 14th foul, excuse me. Here in the quarter. Must have missed a foul somewhere. I'll figure it out later as Markowska misses the first free throw. Coffeyville, a little bit of trouble from the free throw line. 1 for 5 here in this first quarter. You make those, you're looking at a double-digit lead. Maybe. No, not quite. Be 7 at this point. Second free throw, though, is away. That one also no good. 1 for 6. See if that shapes up to be a problem in this game as it's rebounded by Seward, coming back the other way. Now Ballesteros pass the ball up to the top of the key. Now over to the right wing. That's Perez. Perez, smallest player on the floor, drives into the lane, puts up a shot too hard, rebounded by Murphy. Pass out to Willis. Willis bring the ball up the floor. She'll cross half court. Now kicks it over to Markowska on the right wing. Now over to Murphy. Murphy going to try to throw it inside to Stevens. Finds her. Stevens puts up a shot. Gets the and one. Christy Stevens having herself a good first quarter. She's got 5 now and a chance to make it a 3-point play here from the line. Foul was on Vonda Kwamba, her first personal. 15 foul, so Coffeyville for the next 2 minutes in the double bonus. Stevens' free throw is away, and it's good. Stevens 2 for 3 from the line. She's got 6 now, and now it's a 6-point lead. 11-5 in favor of Coffeyville. Pass over to the right corner, that's Ballesteros. Now up to Shadwoska. She'll drive in a couple steps to her left, now pass it over to the left corner. Over to Perez, now up top to Kwamba. Kwamba going to try to drive in, loses control, picked up by Stevens. Turnover on Seward. Coffeyville coming back. Kramer going to drive in. Going to drive, step over to her left. Jump stop. Pass it back out to Markowska. Quick pass over to Willis. Willis going to look to set up an offense here. She throws it over to Kramer on the left wing. Pass over to Murphy. Now back over to Markowska. Markowska squares up. Pass it out to Kramer. Kramer going to drive into the left elbow. Drives into the lane. Puts up a shot. Gets the foul and the bucket. 2 consecutive and 1 plays here for Coffeyville. And just like that, you've got yourself an 8-point lead. Kramer already 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Shot is away. That one's good. 2 made free throws in a row, and you've got a 9-point lead. And checking in, KK Lay once again. She replaces Kramer on the floor. Perez on the other side. Going to pass over to Shadwoska. Shadwoska now over to the top of the free throw line. Kwamba passes it out to Ballesteros. Her three's no good. Offensive rebound though for Seward. It'll be Augman. Augman passes it out over to Ballesteros. Quick ball movement. Perez may have traveled. No call there though. Now we'll have a foul on Coffeyville. Foul will be on KK Lay, her first personal. Second team foul. So Seward will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Pass out to Shadwoska. Shadwoska deep 3, nothing but net. Now we'll have a timeout on the floor. Her second 3 of the game, she's got 6. And now the Coffeyville lead now down to 6 at 14-8. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout on the floor. 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunges Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
14-8 our score with 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Coffeyville leading by 6 at 14-8. Coffeyville with control of the basketball here as they're going to pass it over to Markowski. Markowski gets the ball stripped away from her, though, by Perez. Seward coming back in the other direction after another Coffeyville turnover. With the Alston bringing the ball up the floor. She'll dribble over to her right. Now passes out to Ballesteros. So we've got a charge on the floor. An offensive foul as Raven Willis will take the charge. Offensive foul will be charged on Alston. Destiny Alston, that's her second personal. No free throws on an offensive foul means Coffeyville will just check it in from the opposite side of the floor. But you do get control of the basketball nonetheless as Coffeyville facing a little bit of pressure here. Might have to go a little bit of a press breaker. As you pass the ball over to Markowski, now it's broken over to Lay. Lay going to dribble off to her left, pass it over to Murphy. Murphy over to Willis. Willis open three, she'll take it. A little bit too hard though, nothing but air. Rebounded by Seward. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Seward with the basketball. Pass over to Shedwoska on the left wing. She'll drive in. Settles, takes the 8-foot shot. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. KK Lay coming back in the other direction. Pulls up. Settles down, guarded by Perez. Coffeyville can take the last shot of the quarter if they want it. No shot clock. Tries to find Murphy, but they'll throw it away. Probably no need to be in a hurry there. You throw it away with 12.3 seconds left on the clock. Seward might have a chance now to cut into this deficit right before the end of the quarter. Tiana Johnson checks back into the game as Raven Willis going to put a little bit of pressure. Gets juked out though. Able to recover here. Johnson going to drive into the lane. Shot up. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Markowska. Pass over to Murphy. Murphy over to Willis. Willis can just chuck one up if she wants. She will. Just a little bit too short though, and that's how we'll end the first quarter of play. But Coffeyville, they have themselves a 6-point lead here in their first game of 2020. They lead over the Seward County Saints 14-8. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuilt parts. And they offer towing and repair too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Honey, what are you doing?
Going over our homeowner's insurance policy.
And?
I talked to Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles today, and did you know there are two types of homeowner's insurance? Actual cash value insurance and replacement insurance.
No, I didn't. What's the difference?
Well, actual cash value insurance insures our 10-year-old roof for the equivalent of what a 10-year-old roof is worth. But replacement insurance will replace our roof at today's rate.
I think we need to make an appointment with Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles and let them help us make our decision.
Yes, they are very friendly, helpful, and they even checked with several different companies for the best policy.
Let's make that appointment now.
Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. Just getting underway here in the second quarter. Coffeyville with a 6-point lead over the Seward County Community Saints. Coffeyville with the basketball. Here's a pass over to Tynika Gilmore. She'll pass it up top to Lay, and now over to Murphy on the right wing. Quick swings, trying to find Faith Simpson inside. Simpson did not make an appearance in the first quarter, but she'll start this second quarter. Remember, she averages 18 points a game. Now here's a pass over to Gilmore. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass over to Lay. Dribbles over to the free throw line, trying to get inside to Gilmore. Pass broken up and stolen away. Coming back the other way, that's going to be Mukubakiri for Seward. Now pass it into the corner. Ogman with a shot from the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Shedwoska. Have your lineups on the floor here in just a little bit. Here's a pass over to Shedwoska. Now over to Ogman. Ogman for three. Front of the rim. Fight for the rebound. And it'll end in a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Seward. So on the floor right now for Coffeyville, you have Murphy, you have Lay, you have Gilmore, you have Merle Patton, and then you have Faith Simpson on the floor. Seward to inbound the ball from the left side underneath their own basket. It'll be Makuba Kiri to inbound the basketball. She'll pass it out to the top of the key to Johnson. Johnson now inside, back out to the corner. Here's another three. A lot of threes here for Seward here early in this one. That one's no good, though. Offensive rebound, though, for Shedwoska. Pass it back out. Pass the ball around. Now eventually going to find the corner. That'll be Shedwoska. Shedwoska passes it back out top to Ogman. Now over to Makuba Kiri. Quick pass into Shedwoska. She'll take a step back. Here's a 10-footer. No good. Rebounded by Gilmore. Gilmore going to have to try to keep control. She does, and she gets fouled for her troubles. Tynika Gilmore keeping it strong. Gets the foul. Foul was called on Tiana Johnson. It's her first personal. First team foul. And now we've got a whistle before the inbounds pass can be made. Not sure what's going on here, but either way, it does look like Coffeyville's still going to get to inbound the ball. Delay a game against Seward, by the way. I think somebody might have stepped over the line or something or other. But either way, Coffeyville does inbound the ball. Merle Patton across half court. She'll settle in on the right wing. Still has her dribble, going to take it. Dribbles over to the top of the key. Now pass it over to Gilmore. Gilmore over to Merle Patton. Quick pass over to Murphy in the corner. Murphy now going to dribble to her right. Up top to Gilmore. Gilmore over to Lay. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to find Simpson inside. Can't find her. Here's a three ball for Merle Patton. Good. Kenzie Merle Patton good for three. Lead back up to 9. 17-8. 8 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. Johnson passes it over to Ogman. Now over to Shedwoska. Into the corner is Ogman. She got it right back. She'll nail the three. Take enough threes, eventually you start making them. That has been the story for Seward so far in this game. That is the first 3 points of the game for Ogman. 17-11, 6-point lead for the Red Ravens. 7:53 remaining in the second quarter. Gilmore at the top. Now pass it over to Murphy. Murphy going to try to drive the lane the right side. Instead, she'll kick it out to Gilmore. Gilmore in the corner, now inside to Simpson. Simpson going to turn around, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Seward. Seward moving the ball quickly, finds Kwamba underneath. She'll put up the left side layup and the fast break points. Push the lead to within 4. Kwamba's first 2 points of the game. We'll see Anya Markowska step in just a bit. She'll head to the scorer's bench. Now KK Lay at the top of the key. Dishes over to Merle Patton. She'll take another three. That one's good. Merle Patton catching a little bit of heat here early in the second quarter. She's got 2 threes, 6 points overall. Back up to 7 now, 20-13. Up top to Shedwoska on the other end. Now pass into the corner is Johnson. Johnson, nice pump fake, takes the shot off the backboard, falls. Johnson's got 4. Lead down to 5, 20-15. Now under 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Way pushing the ball, settles in on the right elbow, passes it back out to Gilmore. Gets it right back and hands it off to Merle Patton. Hannah Murphy now with the basketball. She'll rotate it around. Now Lay on the left wing. Cockfield taking things slow. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Lay drives in, going to put up a shot. That one falls. Everybody's hot on the floor for both sides at the moment. Seward now trying to move the ball quickly in the other direction. They're going to overthrow the pass, though. That'll be a turnover on Seward. And Coffeyville will take control. 22-15, 6 minutes, 23 seconds left to play. Anya Markowska steps into the contest. She replaces Tynika Gilmore. Gilmore will step out for the moment. Now you've got Murphy, Lay, Markowska, Merle Patton, and Simpson on the floor. KK Lay with the basketball. Now pass it over to Merle Patton. 4 out, 1 in. Simpson running inside. Now here's a pass over to Lay. Lay drives in. Pass it out top to Simpson. Simpson hands it off to Merle Patton. Takes 1 step to her left. Now pass off to Lay. Lay going to trip and fall. Didn't keep her dribble. She travels. And they'll turn the ball back over to the Saints. Handful of turnovers for Coffeyville here in this first half. That'll be an interesting number to get in a little bit. Trying to actually get my cheat sheet out. 5 turnovers in this first half for Coffeyville. Compare that to just 3 for Seward. Actually more even than I thought it was. But either way, Seward on the other side. Tiana Johnson with the ball at the free throw line. Spins around back to her right. Pass out to Kumakiri. Now inside to Kwamba. Kwamba spins around, puts up a shot off the backboard, and it'll fall. Kwamba's got 4. 22-17. 5.5 minutes left to play. 5.5 minutes left to play in this first half, I should clarify. Quick ball movement for Coffeyville. Hannah Murphy going to take the 3 from the corner. Shot no good. Rebounded by Shedwoska. Close ball game here in Coffeyville. Just 5 points separating these two teams. Knew this was going to be a close game coming into this one. Here's a shot for Tiana Johnson. She's fouled on her way up. Bit of a soft foul, but a foul regardless. That'll be Johnson heading to the line for the first free throws of the game. At least for Seward. Foul will be on Simpson. That's her first personal. First team foul here in the second quarter. And now for the first time in this contest, we'll see Julia Calife. Calife checking in for the first time. 5'8" sophomore out of Cervera, Spain. Is the first free throw for Johnson. Rattles out. Johnson has 4 in the game tonight. Trying to make it 5 here with the second free throw. It's away off the back of the rim, no good. Picked up by Lay. Lay coming back in the other direction, now pass it off to Simpson. Simpson over, tries to find a pass over to the corner, instead rockets one into the Seward County bench. 6th turnover of the game for Coffeyville. We'll have another substitution on the dead ball. Once again, it'll be Gina Ballesteros. She'll check in, replacing Aquila Makubakiri. Gotta say, when it comes to names that are fun to say, gotta say Makubakiri probably ranks up there. Either way, she'll step out of the game. Pass up to Shedwoska at the top of the key. Now trying to get it inside to Johnson. Johnson one dribble, now up top to Kwamba. Kwamba quickly over to Ogman, now over to Ballesteros. Quick ball movement here for the Saints. As Shedwoska will spin to her left, now passing it over to the left side of the wing. Johnson dribbles to the free throw line, pass out to Shedwoska, open 3, nailed it. Gotta put a hand in her face or she will shoot. 9 points, all of them coming on the 3. And now the lead is just 2, 22-20, with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Pass thrown away on the other end. Seward coming back in the other direction. Be a 3v2. Seward's got numbers. Here's the pass over to Ballesteros. Her shot's no good. Markowska trying to pick up the rebound. Can't find it. Ball heads out of bounds. It was last touched by Seward, though. And so Coffeyville will keep possession. Or rather, take possession. That's what I was trying to get across. Markowska inbound it. She'll give it off to Lay. Like I said, just a 2-point lead now. The biggest lead of the game was 9. That was at 17-8 for Coffeyville. Things kind of slowing down for the Red Ravens. Calife on the right wing. Pass it up top to Markowska. Now over to Lay on the left wing. Back up top to Markowska. Now Calife will take control of it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass over to the free throw line of Markowska. She'll take the step back jumper. Long 2, no good. Rebounded though underneath by Simpson. She'll put it off the backboard, and it'll fall. Simpson with her first 2 points of the game. Also the first offensive rebound of the game for Coffeyville. Came at a good time, 24-20, but here's a made 3 on the other side. Gina Ballesteros. 5 made 3s for Seward, and now it's just a 1-point lead, 24-23. They have made more 3s than they have made 2s. Seen that in a lot of teams this season. Markowski going to pass it out to Lay. Lay going to drive in right side, puts one off the backboard. She'll get it to fall. Lay's got 6. Quick ball movement, quick fast break from the other side. Now here's another 3 for Shedwoska. That one's no good. Off target, right side. Rebounded by Calife. Calife will dish it back out. Lay coming back quickly on the other side. Pass out to Merle Patton. Merle Patton for 3. Off the right side of the rim, but an offensive rebound for Lay. Lay, right place, right time. Pass it off to Simpson. Simpson shot too short. And it'll be rebounded by Seward. Brooklyn Wade to the scorer's bench, by the way. She'll check in just a moment. We'll also see Christy Stevens return to the game. Shot on the other end, no good. Picked up by Kwamba, though. Offensive rebound. She'll get the and 1. On to Kwamba. Gets the and 1. She's got 6 now. All of those coming in the second quarter. And now can make it a tie ball game with this next free throw. Foul on the way, by the way, was on Merle Patton, her first personal. Second team foul of the quarter. As Brooklyn Wade and Christy Stevens. And also Raven Willis will check in, all for Coffeyville. Simpson, Merle Patton, and I believe, trying to find who's not on the floor. I think it was Lay who also came out of the game. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Markowska, so it will remain a 1-point lead for Coffeyville as Raven Willis will take the ball up the left side of the floor. Just 2.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Pass over to Wade on the right wing, now up top to Willis. Willis moves it over to Calife. Calife up top to Wade. Wade guarded by Perez. Perez checked into the game, by the way, on that free throw. So here's a pass over to Markowska. Moving over to Wade. Wade inside to Stevens. Stevens didn't like what she saw. Tried to pass it across the lane. That ball going to be taken away. Seward coming back the other direction. Shedwoski going to dribble into the corner. Guarded by Calife. Tries to make a bad pass herself. And that one's going to be taken away by Stevens. Stevens atones for her sins. Now moving up the ball quickly as Coffeyville. Now Coffeyville loses control. Ball heads out of bounds. Last touch by Seward. And so they'll keep possession. Bit of sloppy play from both sides over the last 30 seconds or so, but ultimately Coffeyville does control the basketball as Christina Thomas checks in for the first time. That'll be for the Saints, replacing Kwamba, as Tynika Gilmore also checks in. Wait, hold on just a second. Not Gilmore, but Alana Kramer will check into the game. Gilmore thought she was coming in, headed to the scorer's bench, got about halfway on the floor before being recalled in favor of Alana Kramer. So Kramer's into the game. She replaces Calife. So she'll try to add a spark to this Coffeyville offense. Wade with the ball at the top of the key. Now over to Willis. Willis trying to find the pass inside to Markowska. Instead going to pass it off to Stevens at the free throw line. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Stevens takes a quasi free throw, makes it. Add another 2 to her total. She's got 8. Stevens fired up. Here's a shot on the other end. Too hard, no good. Rebounded by Markowska. Markowska going to speed things up, pass it off to Kramer. Kramer left side, jump stops, pass it out to Willis. Willis going to drive the lane, pass it out to Markowska. Markowska going to try to find Stevens inside, does so. Stevens puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Seward. Tell you what, Coffeyville just trying to find Stevens at this point. She has had the hot hand in the first half. 3 ball for Shedwoska on the other end, though. Tell you who also has a hot hand. Carolina Shedwoska. She's got 12 now. First player in the game to reach double digits. And we are tied up at 28. Wade over to Markowska at the top of the key. Less than a minute remaining. Here's another pass thrown away. Coming back the other direction are the Saints. The Augman passes out to Perez. Perez squares up, thinks about taking the 3. Instead, she'll try to pass it off. Ball tipped away. Turnover on Seward. Raven Willis will pass it off to Kramer. Kramer puts up the shot. She'll put it home. Kramer's got 5. Back to a 2-point lead, but once again, Seward just trying to find the fast break where they can get it. Instead, they'll once again pass it back out. Augman in the left corner, now over to Perez. Perez over to Ballesteros. Now over to Shedwoska at the top of the key. She'll pass it over to Augman. Augman over to Ballesteros. She'll square up, takes the 3. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Markowska. Coffeyville a chance to extend this 2-point lead right before the half, but before we can do so, we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll take one right alongside them. 11.2 seconds remaining here in this first half. 30-28 in favor of Coffeyville. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
11.2 seconds remaining here in this first half. Coffeyville with a narrow 2-point lead over the Seward Community College Saints. Connor Harvitt with you here on the call. Thank you for joining me here on US 98.1 KUSN. Our first game of 2020. Coffeyville taking a 2-week break for the holidays. Actually, it may have been 3 weeks. I had to think about it for a second. But it's been weeks. How about that? But it is our first game of 2020. Coffeyville with possession of the basketball. 7 seconds left in the half. Pass over to Calife. Calife over to Merle Patton. Merle Patton's shot no good. Rebounded by Seward. Looks like they'll have to take the full court shot if they have to. They won't actually get anything off, and so we'll end the first half of play. So Coffeyville will take a lead into the locker room, a 2-point lead. But a 2-point lead, I'm sure they'll take. A very exciting ball game brewing here in Coffeyville. And we'll go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout, then we'll come back. We'll have your scoring summary for you, and we'll start to get you set up for the second half of this game. But back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front-end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full-service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill payment.
You know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know, and it's really
easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill payment.
And sign up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our bills.
And you can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville and southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
And welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. We are in the middle of halftime of the women's contest. Coffeyville a narrow 2-point lead over a very worthy adversary in Seward County Community College. They lead 30-28 here at the halftime break. 11 minutes left in the half. Connor Harbert on the call. Glad you could join me here on US 98.1 KUSN. Our first game back here in 2020. A brand new decade and maybe a brand new Coffeyville Red Ravens basketball squad. As you know, it was a good start to the 2019 campaign, but maybe you can get a winning streak going here. You're only 3-2 in conference play, but you can start to get those wins gathering up and gain a lot of momentum here after the break. But we do have your scoring summary for you here. We have your scoring leaders at the break. First of all, for Seward County, as I mentioned, they have 28 points. Leading the way, Carolina Shilwoska. She has got 12 points, all of which have come on the three-point shot. We'll actually talk about that here in just a little bit. That has been one of the keys to the game, or at least keys to the first half. Also scoring for the Saints, you had Vonda Kwamba with 6, and you have Tiana Johnson with 4, and then Gina Ballesteros and Leilani Ogman also added a three-pointer each. They both have 3 points, obviously. Now you have Coffeyville. They picked up 30 points in the first half. Leading the way, Christy Stevens. She had a very good first half, picked up 8 points on the floor, 2 of which came from the free throw line, 6 of which came from the field. Mackenzie Merle-Patton and KK Lay, they each had 6 points apiece. Alana Kramer with 5, Anya Markowska with 3, and then Faye Simpson, she'll round out your scoring in the first half with 2 points for herself. So Coffeyville, like I mentioned, they do have that 2-point lead. We'll see if they can hang on when we come back for the second half in just a little bit. We'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about really what some keys to the second half will be. What were some keys to the first half and what we'll be watching for as we come back to the floor. 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Kids don't have time to get sick. Whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunge's Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuild parts. And they offer towing and repair too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Honey, what are you doing?
Going over our homeowner's insurance policy.
And?
I talked to Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles today, and did you know there are 2 types of homeowner's insurance? Actual cash value insurance and replacement insurance.
No, I didn't. What's the difference?
Well, actual cash value insurance insures our 10-year-old roof for the equivalent of what a 10-year-old roof is worth. But replacement insurance will replace our roof at today's rate.
I think we need to make an appointment with Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles and let them help us make our decision.
Yes, they are very friendly, helpful, and they even checked with several different companies for the best policy.
Let's make that appointment now.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
And welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville, Kansas. Still 6 minutes away from starting the second half of the women's contest, with Coffeyville holding a narrow 2-point lead over the Seward County Community College Saints. 30-28. Connor Harbert on the call for this one. Glad you could join me here on US 98 for the first game of 2020. Going over some key statistics here in the first half. The first one that strikes out to me, at least, is three-point shooting, because Seward County has shown a propensity to shoot the three-point shot if they get it. 6 of 15 from the three-point line. They've only taken 35 shots overall, so they've almost taken more threes than they have field goals. Of course, that means they've taken 20 two-point shots and 15 three-point shots. They're actually, I believe, when it's all said and done, they're shooting better from outside the arc than inside it. 6 of 15 from beyond the arc, 5 of 20 from inside the arc. So that's where we stand there. 31.4% from the field for the Saints and 40% from the three-point line for them. Of course, you take a look at the shooting numbers for Coffeyville. They're shooting better all around. 12 of 26 from the field, and then 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. But when you make 6 threes, obviously that is 18 points there, and really that's been the key for the Saints to stay in this one. Another key has been the turnovers. Coffeyville with a fairly sloppy first half. 10 turnovers to Seward's 5, almost doubling the amount of turnovers that the Saints were able to gather here in the first half. So you got to calm down. You maybe got to slow things down. Maybe you got to make sure that the passing lane is there before you hit it. And really, you can maybe start to find more points around the floor. So, ultimately, it was Coffeyville who had the biggest lead of the half at 9. That was when the score was 14-5 and then 17-8 later on in the first half. The longest runs for both these teams. Coffeyville at one point went on a 14-2 run. That eventually did lead to that 9-point lead that eventually shrunk down to 2. And then Seward at one point went on an 8-3 run. There was 1 lead change and 2 ties so far here in this game. We'll go ahead and take our final timeout. When we come back, we should be ready to go here for this second half of play. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and take a 4-minute timeout. 4-minute timeout on the floor. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front-end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full-service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity, with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill payment.
You know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know. And it's really easy.
It's really easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill payment.
And sign up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our bills.
And you can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street, with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville in southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Kids don't have time to get sick. Whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
Back into the second half here at Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. Already underway. A little bit late in getting back, but it's okay as Coffeyville with control of the basketball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass inside to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to put up the up and under. Off the back of the rim, though. No good. Ball heads out of bounds. Last touch by Seward, so the Red Ravens will keep possession. Connor Harbin on the call. 30-28 our score as we get back underway. 9.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. As they're on the floor right now for Coffeyville, you have Lay, you have Gilmore, you have Markowska, Merle Patton, and Kramer. It's actually starters on the floor here for Coffeyville. Get you your Seward lineup here in just a little bit as Gilmore takes the ball at the top of the key. Now pass it over to Lay on the left wing. Lay now back up top to Kramer. Now over to Merle Patton on the right wing. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Now here's a pass inside to Markowska. Going to dribble off to her left. Up and under. Puts one off the backboard. No good. Fighting for the offensive rebound, though. Gets it. Pass it back out to Kramer. Kramer at the top of the key. She'll dish it off to Lay. Lay going to slow things down before giving it off to Kramer once again on the left wing. Now over to Merle Patton at the top of the key. Now trying to get it inside to Gilmore. Pass tipped. Heads out of bounds. Last touch by Seward once again. And so Coffeyville will keep possession underneath their own basket. Coffeyville going from right to left on your radio dial this time around. Seward, obviously, the other direction, left to right. Ball going to be inbounded to Merle Patton. She'll take it at the top of the keys. Shot clock running down. Merle Patton loses control, but Markowska picks it up. Fadeaway shot, no good, off the front of the rim. Rolls out, rebounded by Seward. Leilani Ogman will bring the ball across the floor for the Saints. Now gives it off to Carolina Shedwoska. She'll hand it back off to Ogman. Ogman takes the three, and looks like they're going to pick up right where they left off, with a lot of three-point shots. And once again, Coffeyville trails in this one. They trail by 1 at 31-30. Coffeyville had not trailed since they gave up the first 3 of the game way back in the first half. Gilmore pass off to Merle Patton on the left wing. Now up top to Markowska. Markowska driving in left side. Puts up the left-handed shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ball still on the floor. Gilmore picks it up. Pass it off to Kramer. Kramer jump stops. Pass it over to Markowska. Markowska will lay it in. And just like that, Coffeyville once again will take the lead at 32-31. Markowska's got 5 overall. Pass over to the right corner. Here's another 3. You got to guard it. Leilani Ogman for another 3. She's got now 9 points. And just like Shedwoska, all of them coming from the three-point shot. KK Lay quickly in the direction. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Seward. Ogman just all over the floor right now, picking up that defensive rebound right after she makes the 3. 34-32, Seward County. Pass over to the right wing, now up top to Makubakiri. Makubakiri tries to drive inside the lane, does so. Pass is errant, though. Tiana Johnson tries to recover, steps out of bounds, turns it over. 34-32 our score. Coffeyville trails by 2. But still plenty of basketball left to be played. 7.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. KK Lay bringing the ball across the floor. Now gives it off to Kramer. Kramer hands it off to Merle Patton. She'll take a couple steps to her right. Now dish it off to Lay. Lay guarded by Johnson. Way over to her left, trying to find a pass inside to Gilmore. I guess it was tipped or something, but either way, it's taken away. Seward coming back the other direction. It's Augman. She'll dribble over to her left, puts up the shot, no good. Loose rebound, picked up by Augman. Gets her own shot, her own rebound. And now Seward just passing the ball around. Ball on the floor. Everybody going to dive on it. Markowska actually diving on it with her back. Either way, it is a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Seward. And so they will take control underneath their own basket.
Red.
Seward inbounding the ball. Just under 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Quick inbounds pass. It's Augman for three. Look at that. I'll let you guess what happened. But I'll tell you this. She's got 12, and now it's a 5-point lead. We are 3 minutes into the third quarter. She has already made 3 threes. And now here's an errant pass from Coffeyville. Kramer has to try to dive out of bounds to save it. She can't. And it'll be turned over. Actually got a timeout on the floor before that ball headed, actually after the ball headed out of bounds. So either way, we have a timeout on the floor. 5-point lead for Seward. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Coffeyville Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunge's Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. Coffeyville trailing by 5 here in this women's contest. Seward County on top, 37-32 after Seward has really just caught fire from beyond the three-point line. As here's a shot inside from Makuba Kiri. She'll be fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. KK Lay going to be charged with the foul. Her second personal. First team foul of the quarter for Coffeyville.
11, KK Lay, KK's second personal.
9 points
Shooting number 3, Akila.
for Seward here in this second half so far. All of which have come from beyond the arc, and all of which have come from Leilani Augman. She had 3 at the half, now has 12. Makuba Kiri actually misses the first free throw. Stat of note, Seward yet to make a free throw in this game. They are 0 of 4 from the line. Coffeyville started out much similarly, but were able to kind of pick things up, and there's your first made free throw. And I'll extend the lead over to 38-32. Akila Makubakiri on the board. She's got her first point. Hannah Murphy into the game, by the way. She's on the left wing. Christy Stevens also checked in. As Murphy passed it over to Lay on the right wing. Gets a screen set for her by Stevens. Still guarded by Johnson. Lay passes back out to Markowska. Now over to Kramer. Kramer on the left wing. Now going to try to drive baseline. Spins back around. Tries to step through, but she travels. Another turnover here on Coffeyville. Remember, they had a bit of a turnover bug in the first half. They'll pick up another one here. Johnson dribbling the ball across half court. Settles at the top of the key. Gives it off to Shedwoska. Shedwoska dribbling over to the right elbow. Now dribbles it back outside. Guarded by Markowska. Pass over to the left to Makuba Kiri. She'll drive in left side. Finds a good pass inside. Shot blocked, though. Picked up, though, by Johnson underneath. Puts up a shot. She's fouled. And she'll head to the line for 2. Foul will be charged to Christy Stevens with the body. That's her second personal. Second personal, second team foul here in the quarter. Seward with their biggest lead of the game right now at 6, and a chance to extend that by 2, maybe 1 or 2 points. Make that maybe 1 point as the first free throw rattles out. Johnson, one of the leading scorers for the Saints, averaging 10.3 points a game. Makes a second free throw. She's got 5 now. Lay coming back in the other direction, now down by 7, 39-32. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Kramer with the ball on the left wing, now going to dribble off to her right. Going to try to drive all the way in herself. Shot blocked by Shedwoska. Ball heads out of bounds. Last touch by Shedwoska. And so Coffeyville will inbound the ball from their own baseline. Don't forget, we've got games on Wednesday as well, next Wednesday. Coffeyville opening up their 2020 campaign with a couple of home games. That'll be against Colby. Shot from Christy Stevens, no good, off the back of the rim, rebounded by Seward. Ogman coming back the other direction, pass the ball up the floor to Johnson. Johnson going to drive the right baseline, kicks it out. Shot for Vonda Kwamba, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Ogman. She'll put up the fadeaway, nails it. Leilani Ogman having herself a third quarter. 3 threes and now a 2-point shot. She's got 11 in the quarter and 14 overall. 9-point lead now for Seward at 41-32. Kramer passed the ball over to Stevens. Stevens shot from the left baseline. From the rim, no good. Picked up by Shedwoska. Coming back the other direction now. She'll be picked up by Markowska. Markowska and Shedwoska both from Poland, by the way. Just a little fun fact for you as they guard each other here in this one. Here's a blocking foul. I don't know about that one. Stevens was about as set as you could be. The only reason I could think of that not being a charge is maybe she was inside the circle. Perhaps, but either way, it's a third personal foul. I'll stop conjecturing, but either way, Stevens will come out of the game, and Faith Simpson will replace her on the floor. I still would have given her the charge. But I guess I'm not a referee for a reason. 41-32 our score, though, as Seward inbounds the ball from the baseline. Here's a shot on the other side from Shedwoska. Too hard, no good. Picked up by Kramer. Coming back the other direction now. Kramer a little bit too out of control, though. She loses control. Ball on the floor. Picked up by Seward. Kramer just not able to put it together so far in this game, but here's a turnover on Seward as they're able to poke the ball out on the other side of the floor. So Coffeyville will take control. Destiny Alston will check into the game for Seward, as well as Ayanna Smith. Checking in for Coffeyville, Julia Calife. Calife replacing Kramer on the floor. Play with the ball at the top of the key, now over to Calife. Calife up top to Murphy. Now over to the right wing to Lay. Now here's a pass inside to Simpson. Simpson with the step back shot. Back of the rim, no good. Coffeyville also having a little bit of trouble making the shot. They've got the shots, just haven't been able to make them so far. 2-point shot on the other end, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Ogman. Ogman going to fall on the floor, doesn't travel, gets the pass off, though, to Johnson, and Johnson's able to put it in off the left side of the backboard. Johnson's got 7 now. Coffeyville pushed the ball up the floor in the other direction. Pass over to Simpson. Simpson, nice pass inside to Murphy. Murphy with a nice pump fake, puts the shot up and in. Murphy's on the board. She's got her first 2 points. Lead back down to 9 at 43-34. For a brief moment there, Seward had themselves a double-digit lead, but Coffeyville able to once again push it back down to 9. Ogman, wing-to-wing pass over on the left wing. Makubakiri, she'll put up a shot, rattles around, no good. Rebounded, though, by Alston. Alston kicks it out. Shot for Ogman, no good. Long rebound, heads out of bounds, last touched by Seward, and so Coffeyville takes control. Markowska, Lay, Calife, Simpson, and Murphy on the floor right now for the Red Ravens. Calife takes the ball at the top of the key, kicks it over to Markowska. Now inside to Simpson. Simpson boxing out, trying to put up a shot on the right side. No good, but she's fouled. She'll head to the line for 2.
Fouls on number 10, Tiana Johnson. Johnson's second personal.
Foul will go on Tiana Johnson, her second personal. First team foul of the quarter. Faith Simpson to the line for 2. Simpson's first free throw away. That one's good. He's got 3 now. Simpson, of course, 18.7 points per game. That in her first 3 games as a Coffeyville Red Raven. Second shot is away. That one's also good. Perfect 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 4. 7-point lead, 43-36. Pass over to Ogman on the right wing. Now up top, that's Alston. Alston a couple steps to her left, pass it off to Makubakiri. She'll drive into the lane. And now we've got ourselves a charge. That one was a little bit more obvious than the last, and it looks like Markowska may have actually hurt herself in the process. Anya Markowska takes the charge. She's a little slow to get up. She does get up. It looks like she's able to walk around. She may have just hit the floor a little bit harder than she was anticipating, but either way, She does get that offensive foul. Foul was charged to Makuba Kiri, her first personal. First personal, second team foul. Coffeyville looking to dig into this 7-point lead. Hannah Murphy on the left wing, pass it back up top. Markowska now over to Way on the right wing. Inside to Simpson. Now Simpson, nice spin move, puts one off the backboard and it falls. Simpson's got 6 now. And now down to 5. Simpson a little bit quiet in the first half, but starting to come alive here in this third quarter. Perez with the ball at the top of the key. Now over to Augman. Back to Perez, and now trying to find a pass inside to Olsen. That one will be taken away. Tipped into the hands of Simpson. Now Coffeyville will come back quickly in the other direction. Markowska with the left side layup. Good. And now we'll have a timeout on the floor. But just like that, Coffeyville coming back in very rapid succession. Now just a 3-point game at 43-40. A 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll come back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Coffeyville Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuild parts. And they offer towing and repair too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. Sorry about that, but it is just a 3-point game. Coffeyville finding their way back into this one. They were down by 9, but some very aggressive play from the Red Ravens finds them down by only 3 at 43-40. Connor Harbert with the call. Thank you for joining me here on US 98. Perez with the basketball for Seward at the top of the key. Now pass it over to Augman. Shadwoska back into the game, by the way. She'll be a player to watch out for, as here's a foul on the floor. That will be charged to Simpson. Faith Simpson picks up another personal foul. That'll be her second personal. 4th team foul. Seward to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Going to pass it inside. That's going to be Kwamba. Kwamba puts up the up and under. Gets it to go. Nice underhanded shot there from Kwamba. She's got 8. Lead back up to 5. 45-40. Our score. Here's a pass inside to Simpson. Simpson backing down inside. Puts up a shot. Shot blocked by Kwamba into the hands of Perez. Perez coming back quickly the other way. Pass it off now to another Seward player, but her pass is going to be tipped out of bounds by Simpson. So Seward will retain possession on the baseline. That's Victoria Kazamirowicz. I was dreading saying that one, but I think I did okay. Kazamirowicz into the game. She's also from Poland. As here's a shot off the inbounds pass for Kwamba. No good. Rebounded by Lay. KK Lay bring the ball quickly up. Passes it off to Simpson. Simpson over to her right. Kicks it off to Murphy. Murphy at the top of the 3-point line. Now over to Lay. Lay over to her right. Now over to Murphy. Murphy in the corner. 1 minute left to play here in this third quarter. Pass it over to Simpson. Simpson with the 5-foot shot. No good. A little bit too short. Rebounded by Kwamba. Kwamba coming back the other way. Pass over to Augman. Augman for 3. Back of the rim. No good. Rebounded though by Shadwoska. Pass over to Perez. Perez going to drive in left side of the lane. Tries to put up a shot. She's fouled on her way up. She'll get 2. Foul will go on KK Lay, her third personal. And now we'll have a couple substitutions into this game. KK Lay will come out of the game, and so will Faith Simpson as Shaq Joseph and Raven Willis check in.
At the line, shooting number 4, Camry Perez.
Camry Perez at the line. First free throw is away and good. Perez with her first point of the game, now a 6-point game at 46-40. Perez from Amarillo, Texas, 5'3" freshman, the shortest player on the Seward County roster. Sinks the second free throw. She's got 2, and the lead is back up to 7. Raven Willis pass over to the right wing to Calife. Calife dribbling off to her left. Now over to Murphy on the left wing. trying to find a pass inside of Joseph. Instead, she'll pass it back up top to Markowska. Markowska going to drive in right side, pass it out to Willis. Willis over to her left. Tries to find a pass inside to Joseph. Joseph loses control. Picked up by Seward. Seward coming back quickly the other direction. Shot by Vonda Kwamba. Good, and she gets the foul. Kwamba's in the double digits now. She's got 10, and she'll have a chance to make that 11 as the lead is back up to 9. It was 9, and then the heartbeat it was 3, and then another heartbeat it was back up to 9 with a potential for a double-digit lead. 21.4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Free throw is away and good. Kwamba's got 11. 10-point lead now, biggest lead of the game for Seward County at 50-40. Markowska across the line. Picked up by Shedwoska. Now dribbling over to her left. Has the opportunity to take the last shot if she wants it. 5 seconds left on the game clock. Puts up the layup. Rolls around. No good. Picked up by Kwamba. Kwamba just going to throw one away from 3/4 away of the court. It's no good, and so that's how we'll end the third quarter of play. So Coffeyville got within striking distance, but then let it slip away. They'll trail by 10 as we approach the final 10 minutes of play. Back in 60 seconds. 50-40 our score. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
Honey, what are you doing?
Going over our homeowner's insurance policy.
And?
I talked to Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles today, and did you know there are 2 types of homeowner's insurance? Actual cash value insurance and replacement insurance.
No, I didn't. What's the difference?
Well, actual cash value insurance insures our 10-year-old roof for the equivalent of what a 10-year-old roof is worth. But replacement insurance will replace our roof at today's rate.
I think we need to make an appointment with Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles and let them help us make our decision.
Yes, they are very friendly, helpful, and they even checked with several different companies for the best policy.
Let's make that appointment now.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
10 minutes left to play here in this one at Nellis Hall. Coffeyville trailing by double digits as we start this fourth quarter of play. The women trailing by 10 at 50-40. As Calife tries to find a pass inside to Joseph, she's fouled. It'll be a blocking foul, and the ball will be inbounded from the baseline.
Foul is on number 33.
Foul will be on Carolina Shedwoska. Her first personal.
First personal.
First team foul of the quarter. Raven Wilson inbound the ball from the baseline. She'll pass it out to Calife around half court. Connor Harbert on the call. Glad you could join me here on US 98. So here's a pass inside to Joseph that's going to be tipped away into the hands of Seward County. Pass over to the right wing. Quickly moving the ball. Kwamba for 2. She'll nail it. Vonda Kwamba's got 13. One of 3 Seward County players in double digits. And this lead now up to 12. Seward County starting to pull away from this one. Pass over to Arkowska on the right wing. Now up top to Willis. Willis over to Calife. Now into the corner is Murphy. Murphy going to take the 3. No good. Rebounded by Seward. Seward going to push the ball up the floor. Pass over to Shedwoska. Shedwoska almost falls out of bounds. Tries to make the pass inside. It's going to be taken away by Willis. Willis going to take her dribble. She's going to bring the ball up the floor. Now pass it off to Calife. Calife settles at the right wing. Takes the 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded once again by the Saints. Shedwoska bring the ball up the floor herself. Christy Stevens and Brooklyn Wade at the scorer's bench, by the way, also joining them. That'll be KK Lay in just a moment. 3 on the other end from Shedwoska. She nails it. She's got 15. She leads all scores. Now up to a 15-point lead. This game at one point was 43-40. Now we look at 55-40. We'll have wholesale changes coming up in just a little bit, as now Tynika Gilmore and Alana Kramer will join the team at the scorer's bench. Everybody will be stepping out in just a moment, as Markowski going to throw the ball away for another Coffeyville turnover. So Brooklyn Wade, Alana Kramer, Tynika Gilmore, Christy Stevens, and KK Lay will all step in. They'll try to start making up for this 15-point deficit. 55-40, 8 minutes left to play. Camry Perez passes it off to Shedwoska. Now over to another Seward County player. Now here's a pass over to Gilmore. And Gilmore actually gets the defensive rebound. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Seward, so Coffeyville will keep possession. Kazamirowicz. That's what I was trying to say. Couldn't get even the first syllable out. Opted for just another Seward County player. I'll try to get better at that one as we move to the last 8 minutes. As Brooklyn Wade with the ball at the top of the key, handling the point guard duties right now for the Red Ravens. Now a pass over to Kramer. And now over to Lay. Lay going to drive the baseline. Tries to find a pass out to Kramer, but that ball going to be taken away by Augment. Augment coming back quickly the other direction. Has the ball poked away from behind, but there to take it is Ayana Smith. She'll pass it out to Perez. Now inside to Smith. Smith with the shot blocked by Wade. Gets her own rebound, though, off the block. Now gets her own third opportunity. 2 offensive rebounds. Finally gets the bucket. Ayana Smith good for 2. 17-point lead. 57-40. 7 minutes left to play. Pass over to Wade on the right wing. Wade over to Stevens on the right elbow. Stevens going to dribble inside. Tries to find a shot on the baseline. Does put one up. She's fouled on her way up. She'll get a couple shots. A couple substitutions incoming for Seward County as Stevens will head to the line for 2.
Smith's third person.
Perhaps an opportunity to be the first Red Raven in double digits. Destiny Alston checking into the game. Also checking in, Gina Ballesteros. Coming out of the game, Victoria Kazamirowicz. And I believe also coming out of the game, I believe that was Augment. First free throw for Stevens is good. She's got 9. First point of the game, or first point for Coffeyville in several minutes. Now cut the lead down to 16, 57-41. Stevens' second shot, that one's off the back of the rim. Whistle after the free throw, though. Looks like a lane violation on Coffeyville, so even if it was made, shot wouldn't have mattered. But ultimately, all that changes is that we will inbound the ball from the sideline. Ball inbounded to Perez, going to be guarded by Leia. She comes across the floor. Now less than 7 minutes left to play here in this contest. Perez settles up the right wing, pass it up top to Shedwoska. Now over to Alston, gets it right back, puts up the 3 from deep, back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound underneath, though. It's picked up by Alston. She falls on the floor, and it looks like she may have been fouled. Foul will be called. It'll be called on Christy Stevens, her 4th personal. First team foul of the quarter. With that foul, it looks like Anya Markowska actually going to check in, but not for Stevens. Instead, she'll step in for Kramer.
You're killing us on the board because you're not trying to block out.
Ball inbounded to Shedwoska. She'll try to make the pass outside deep. Brooklyn Wade, though, to tip the pass. It is recovered by Seward on the other side of the floor, though. Trying to find another pass inside. This one a tip again. This time, Coffeyville there to take control. Pass inside to Gilmore. Gilmore going to try to find a way in. Spins to her left, puts one out the backboard, gets it to fall. Gilmore usually one of the leading scorers for Coffeyville. This game, though, had a little bit of trouble getting going. That's just her first 2 points of the game. But here's another turnover on the other side. Is KK Lay able to get the ball? Loses control, but Markowska's there to pick it up. 57-43, 6 minutes left to play. Pass over to Stevens. Stevens pass it out to Calife. Excuse me, not Calife, but Lay. Lay will give it off to Gilmore. Gilmore dribbling into the left side. Pass out to Wade. Wade squares up, takes the 3. Good. Brooklyn Wade picks up her first 3 of the points. A good time to do so. The lead down now to 11 at 57-46. Points off of turnovers really helping Coffeyville at the moment. As Shedwoska passed the ball over to Alston. Alston takes the 3. Too hard, no good. Rebounded. Now rebounded by Wade. Had a little bit of trouble bringing it in, but she does ultimately get the rebound. Now Lay going to take it strong into the lane. Pass it back out, though, at the end of things to Gilmore. Gilmore over to Wade. Dribbling over to her right. Now pass it off to Markowska. Markowska over to Gilmore. And once again, back to Wade at the top of the key. Lay going to try to find the pick and roll. Tries to find the pass to Gilmore. Gilmore falls. No call, though. Ball still on the floor. Picked up by Shedwoska. 3v3 coming back the other direction. Shedwoska driving into the right side. Now going to pass it outside to Ballesteros. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Gilmore. Gilmore holding her shoulder. Might have hurt something when she hit the floor there. Faith Simpson to the scorer's bench. She might check in. Is trying to find another pass to Christy Stevens, but that ball going to be taken away. Ayanna Smith able to get around, makes the steal, but now I think Gilmore just slapping the ball into the stands, almost hitting, almost just drilling the fan in the front row. Good reactions on that, man. But either way, it's out of bounds. Last touch by Coffeyville. Christy Stevens checks out of the game. Faith Simpson checks in. KK Lay also going to step out in favor of Julia Calife. Seward inbounding the ball from their own sideline. Ball inbounded to Kubikiri, and now almost an over and back violation, but they're able to save it. Tiana Johnson at the top of the key, driving over to her left, gives it off to Ballesteros. Now over to Makubikiri. She'll take the three from the left wing. Too short, no good. Almost an offensive rebound, but it heads out of bounds. So Coffeyville takes control. Certainly doable. Only down 11, 4.5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Nothing is said and done just yet. Coffeyville did trail by 17 at one point. Wade on the floor, Markowska, Calife, Simpson, and Gilmore. Pass up top to Markowska, now over to Wade. Wade dribbling off to her left, now up top to Calife. Calife dribbling to her right. Pass it over to Wade on the left wing. Wade inside to Gilmore, now we've got a foul on the floor. Looks like that foul is going to be charged to Alston. Destiny Alston picks up her third personal, third team foul of the quarter. Tell you what, that might be a good thing to get into the double bonus, if you can. Brooklyn Wade with the ball in the left corner after the inbounds pass. Now over to Calife. Calife for three. Good. Julia Calife, her first 3 points of the game. Your last 3 buckets coming from players who had not scored up until this point, but we're back to single digits. 8-point lead, 57-49. Hold your phones. John Johnson with the drive on the left side. She's fouled on her way up. She'll get a couple free throws. Foul's going to be charged to Faith Simpson, her third. Second team foul of the quarter.
Number 22.
As Leilani Ogman checks back in. (57-49). Tiana Jensen stepping to the line tonight. She is 1 for 4 from the line. First free throw is away. That one's good. Now up to 9 points once again. Kenzie Merle Patton steps up to the scorer's bench as the second free throw is no good. Long rebound, though, picked up by Makubikiri. Seward County with the offensive rebound off the missed free throw. Pass out to Tiana Johnson at the top of the key. Johnson gets a screen set for her on the right side. Dribbles over to her right. Now tries to pass it inside to Kwamba. Finds the pass. Shot up. Fouled. She'll go to the line. Once again, Simpson with the foul.
Number 30, Faith Simpson.
Simpson's got 4.
Putting in for the Ravens, number 24.
3 fouls in the quarter. Now Mackenzie Merle Patton checks in for Gilmore. Gilmore still holding that shoulder as she heads to the bench. We've seen she can be a tough cookie at times. She has been hurt several times throughout the year and almost always stays in the game. First free throw is good. Double digits once again at 59-49. Second free throw is away. That one also good. So when all said and done, that long rebound, that offensive rebound comes back to haunt the Red Ravens, and now you're down by 11 once again. Pass inside to Simpson. Simpson going to put one up. Puts it off the backboard, falls through, and she gets the foul. Simpson's got 8 now in this half. 8 in the game, I should say. Actually, no, 6 in the half. 8 in the game. Does have a chance to make it 9. And once again, cut the lead down to 8. Simpson 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Make that 3 for 3. And after the free throw, Christy Stevens checks in. Hero plays Faith Simpson. KK Lay also checking in. She'll replace Brooklyn Wade. Coffeyville up in the pressure just a little bit. Pass inside of Makubakiri, though. She'll go ahead and break the pressure. Dribbles across half court, hands it off to Tiana Johnson. 3 minutes remaining, 8-point lead for Seward County. Johnson driving into the right side, puts up a shot, no good, too hard. Ball heads out of bounds, last touch by Seward. Nobody touched it after the shot. Coffeyville will take control. Definitely saw Christy Stevens stand straight up on that one. Remember, she has 4 personal fouls. And so does the player now moving over to the scoring bench, Faye Simpson. Stevens and Simpson have been 2 of your better players here tonight. Would not be good to lose either of them. 3-point shot from the right wing. Mackenzie Earl Patton nailed it. And now we are down to a 5-point lead. Earl Patton with their 3rd 3 of the game. And once again, we are down to just a 5-point lead. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to play here in this contest. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front-end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full-service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
60-55 our score. Coffeyville trailing by just 5 here with 2.5 minutes left to play. Seward County with the basketball. It's Makubakiri on the right wing. She'll dribble over to the baseline. Now dribbles it back out. Connor Harvard on the call. Thank you for joining me here on US 98. Tiana Johnson with the ball on the top of the key. Now 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Pass over to Makubakiri. She'll drive in. Puts up the shot. Gets the charge. Charge on the floor. It's an offensive foul, and Coffeyville will take control, but it looks like Christy Stevens might be hurt. Hit her the back of her head as she fell on the floor. She's clutching the back of her head, and now we'll have an injury timeout. Stevens did take the charge. We'll go ahead and tell you what, we'll go ahead and take an injury timeout here. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. We'll see where we're at after that, but an injury timeout on the floor. 60-55, 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to play. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. Injury timeout on the floor as Christy Stevens falls hard on the floor after taking a charge. Now the good news is she is up and she is walking past the scorer's bench at the moment. She is still clutching the back of her head. She did come out of the game. So as we stand, 2 minutes, 21 seconds left in this contest. It is 60-55 in favor of Seward County, but Coffeyville does control the basketball. And Faith Simpson is once again into the ball game. Also checking into the game, KK Lay. Actually, no, excuse me, that's Brooklyn Wade who checked in. Replacing somebody else on the floor. Can't remember at the moment. Either way, Lay passes it over to Markowski. Markowski tries to get it inside to Simpson. Simpson takes one dribble, puts the shot up and in. 3-point lead here for Seward. Simpson's got 11 now. She's in the double digits. We have got an exciting contest brewing here in Coffeyville. Ogden with the ball on the right wing, trying to throw it inside to Kwon, but finds her. Now over to Johnson. Johnson spins around to her right. Puts up the shot, no good, but she's fouled. And that is going to be on KK Lay. That is a good thing. Now, first of all, I don't know if that's a foul. I'll be honest with you there. But second of all, Very, very good thing that it is on KK Lay and not Faye Simpson. That would have been Simpson's 5th personal. Instead, it is just Lay's 4th. Given you don't want to lose Lay either. But when push comes to shove, you probably don't want your very hot post player at the moment fouling out of the game, especially with Christy Stevens out with injury. First free throw was made, so a 4-point contest now, 61-57. Make that a 5-point lead once again as Johnson sinks both. Lay bringing the ball across the floor, 1:45 left to play. Coffeyville trailing by 5 at 62-57. Lay dribbling over to her right, now in the corner. Dribbles back up to the top of the key. Dribbles over to her left now. Pass it out to Markowska. Markowska looking for the steal. Gets Simpson inside. Simpson good once again. Simpson finds a shot and we'll have a timeout on the floor. Faye Simpson coming alive. She has got 13 points. And we have got a full timeout on the floor. 3-point lead for Seward County, but Coffeyville still very, very much in this contest. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Coffeyville Red Ravens basketball on US 98.1 KUSN.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Ralph, did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill
You
payment.
know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know, and it's really
easy too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill
And sign
payment.
up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our
And you
bills.
can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank, member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
It's been here since I was here. Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. 1.5 left to play. Coffeyville trailing by just 3 at 62-59. Coffeyville still very much in this game as they're trailing by 17 points at a certain point in this game. Pass inside to Kwamba. She's able to put it off the glass and in to make that 5. Now Coffeyville coming back very quickly in the other direction. Pass over to Kramer on the left corner. Going to dribble it inside, spins around, puts up the shot, rattles out. Gilmore fighting for the offensive rebound, can't come up with it. Kubikiri coming back quickly the other direction for Seward County, and they're going to slow things down. They have no need to go fast if they don't have to. Gianna Johnson going to try to find the pass over to the corner, finds it. Now a pass over to Shedwoska. 50 seconds left on the clock, 15 on the shot clock, and now we're going to have a timeout again on the floor. 30-second timeout. So tell you what, we're going to keep it right here on this one, as we do have just a 30-second timeout taken by Seward County. Remember, Coffeyville actually only has one timeout remaining. That might come into play here with just 48.3 seconds remaining. But as it stands, you do take a look at really what's happened in this third and fourth quarter. It's been a wild half for the most part. First of all, Coffeyville came into the half with a 2-point lead at 30-28. And then it seems like really Seward County had Coffeyville's number for much of the third quarter, storming out to about a 9-point lead or so until Coffeyville was able to string together a couple buckets to get it back within 3. And then really the difference-making run in this game, Seward County was able to score enough points to make it a 17-point contest. At one point, this was a 17-point game, but now we are staring at just a 5-point game after the recent swing back by Coffeyville. But it is Seward County with the ball and a 5-point lead. Here's a pass thrown away, picked up by Gilmore. She'll drive in with the left-hand layup. Good! Now back down to 3 once again after the errant pass. Gilmore's got 4. Seward County coming back the other way. Pass over to Kubikiri, now up top to Johnson. It's a one-possession game, but you've got to play defense right now. Here's a pass thrown away by Seward County. Seward County with the mental mistake, and now Coffeyville with a chance to get within 1 or tie. And now we'll have our final timeout taken by Coffeyville. Head coach Tony Turner wants to talk things over on what is easily the most important possession of this contest. We will have a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take a full timeout ourselves back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball on US 98.1 KUSN.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville in southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
Welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. We have got ourselves a game. 31.6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Coffeyville trailing by 3 at 64-61. A chance to tie the ball game up here with a three-pointer. Now, it's interesting to think about what Coffeyville might try here. They might try to milk the clock and then just go for the tie with a three-pointer. We'll have to wait and see if they want Seward County to have a chance with the ball. Well, patent over to Calife on the left wing. Calife now up top to Markowska. Markowska dribbling off to her left. Tries to pass the ball back to Calife. Loose ball. Makubakiri going for it, and she's going to foul Calife. You didn't want that, though. You really don't, because that will send Calife to the line with 13 seconds remaining. Markowska tried to pass the ball behind her head. Didn't see where Calife was. An errant pass sends Calife to the line for 2. So you can potentially get some points, but you really don't want to give Seward County the basketball. Foul was on Makubakiri, but Augman also having to come out of the game. I believe it might have been, usually when a player comes out of the game, might be for might have blood, might have something, but they're not checking on her, so potentially maybe just think about something different. But either way, should Wosk get into the game as Calife's first free throw is good. Just a 2-point game now. Another free throw on the way. Raven Willis, Alana Kramer to the line. It's Calife's second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Seward. You got a foul, and they do. Foul will be charged to Markowska. That's her first personal. 15 foul, so that will send Seward to the line for 2. Now, that is a positive. At that point, that is the best thing you can hope for here, is now you have to hope that Kwamba misses a free throw. However, Kwamba is 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. She can't make both, or else that'll make it a 2-possession game with just 11 seconds. Kwamba's first free throw is away, and that one's good. 3-point game. No timeouts for Coffeyville. Bit of an issue now. We have a referee at the scorer's table checking over something. And now we'll get back to action. Kwamba with her second free throw. Make it a 2-possession game. Free throw is up, and she got it. 66-62, 11 seconds left. You got to push the ball up quickly and get any kind of basket. Any basket. KK left side layup, no good. Rebounded by Sims. Actually, ball on the floor. Rebounded by Seward, and now we'll have a foul. Actually, a timeout on the floor before we can get a foul. It's going to be taken by Seward with 1.6 seconds remaining. Full timeout on the floor. We're going to take a full timeout ourselves. Back in 60 seconds. Coffeyville trailing by 4. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Kids don't have time to get sick, whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years. Pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
.6 seconds left on the clock. Seward County with the basketball. If they can make the inbound pass, they likely win this game. There's the pass, and there is the game. It's finally come to a conclusion. Coffeyville, they were within striking distance, but ultimately not able to pick up the victory here today. They will fall to Seward County 66-62. A well-fought game. Coffeyville showing a lot of heart in the second half. Unfortunately, just not able to overcome that 17-point deficit. So, tell you what, we'll go ahead and take a 4-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll go over your final scoring summary. We'll talk about the contest at hand, and then we'll really start to set you up for the men's game. We might have an interview with head coach Tony Turner. We might not. We'll have to wait and see on that, but we will start to set you up for the men's contest beginning here in about 20 minutes. But once again, the Coffeyville women's team falls tonight 66-62 to Seward County Community College. Back in 4 minutes, you're listening to Red Ravens basketball here on US 98.1 KUSN.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunge's Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuilt parts. And they offer towing and repair too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Honey, what are you doing?
Going over our homeowner's insurance policy.
And?
I talked to Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles today, and did you know there are 2 types of homeowner's insurance? Actual cash value insurance and replacement insurance.
No, I didn't. What's the difference?
Well, actual cash value insurance insures our 10-year-old roof for the equivalent of what a 10-year-old roof is worth. But replacement insurance will replace our roof at today's rate.
I think we need to make an appointment with Newkirk, Dennis, and Buckles and let them help us make our decision.
Yes, they are very friendly, helpful, and they even checked with several different companies for the best policy.
Let's make that appointment now.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front-end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full-service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair?